Good morning, students. Today you are going to learn about the principles of modern software management. In this video lecture, we will learn about how the modern practice methodology or system is going to learn by you. Almost all top MNCs today they are following all these principles. Davis proposed top 10 principles. These top 10 principles are called modern software management principles. They are 1. Architecture first approach. So, first, architecture should be designed. Then, second, establish iterative life cycle model. Iterative life cycle model should be prepared. Third, transition design methods to emphasize component based development. So component based development means the components are already available. So the components are available in through trade-off business. You can use straight away the components. Fourth, establish a change management environment. Always change environment should be possible because if anything change, change is required that can be adopted easily. Fifth one, enhance change freedom through tools that support round trip engineering. Already in previous class we learned three engineering activities. One is round trip engineering, forward engineering, and backward engineering. Round trip engineering is the best approach in this all problems. Major software solutions are built through round trip engineering because it follows iterative process model. Okay, next. In this slide, you are going to learn the difference between conventional process model called waterfall model and iterative process model. In this slide, the first two parts. First part, it is showing waterfall process model. Requirements first. First requirement should be considered custom development. Custom development means each and every part of the project to be built and developed by the team members. Change avoidance. Change is not possible, and the overall process is called ad hoc tools. Ad hoc tools means every tool, so you have to use inside the project. The tools you can't change. That's why the waterfall model is known as linear model, and all problems, all issues, risks will identified at the end. It follows requirements analysis, design, code and unit test, subsystem integration, and system testing is done through phase-wise manner. Phase-wise manner means step by step. First requirements analysis consider, then design to be followed. Once the design is over, coding team is going to involve in this phase, and finally subsystem integration. All modules are integrated. Finally, system is going to be tested. So if you see the order, it is linear. It's a step by step pattern. In coming to iterative process model. So today, almost all major MNCs, top software industries, they are following iterative process model only, because the project is going to be become success because of it follows iterative process. Iterative means like a rounds. If you see the iteration, there are four important activities. One is planning and analysis. The first activity is called planning and analysis done. Then once it is over, we will go for design architecture to be prepared. Then implementation and assessment and testing and product release. It will be like a iterative. Iterative means we will do several rounds, several iterations like iteration 1, iteration 2, iteration 3, and so on. N iterations are performed. During nth iteration, the final product is going to be released. So the advantage of iterative process model are, the advantages are: 1, architecture first. it follows component based development. Iterative life cycle it will follows. Change management is follows. Change management is allowed. Round trip engineering is possible. During round trip engineering, it is going to do several iterations. These are the major phases in the iterative process model. As shown in the diagram also, you can identify very easily it is making several trips. In each iteration, some output will come, some amount of work will be done. In the second iteration, it is going to be refined, or the work is going to be enhanced. Any issue or any problem or any mistake is identified, any risk is identified, that can be rectified in the next iteration. That's why almost all the project is designed with a high quality project. Then the top 5 principles of modern process are: architecture first. Architecture means the design. Design of the project is done first. Then iterative life cycle process is to be applied. The use of iterative life cycle process, the risk management element, the risks are identified. Risk control through ever increasing function, performance and quality is possible. Component based development, third phase is third activity, third uh, component is component based development. Object oriented methods, rigorous notations, visual modeling is possible. The components are available. Change management environment, metrics, trends, process, instrumentation is followed. All metrics, software economics principles are followed here. The controlling of the project is possible because of change management. It allows round trip engineering. Round trip engineering, already I said just now, making several iterations. In each iteration, some amount of work will be developed. In the second iteration, the risks, if any risk is found, that can be solved, that can be implemented. Okay. Then the rest of 5 principles: capture design artifacts in rigorous model, instrument the process for objective quality control and progress assessment. Eighth, use demonstration based approach. The project, once it is built, it is easy to understand by the users. So for that, some demonstration or alpha model or beta model versions are released. Ninth, intermediate releases in groups of usage scenarios with the evaluation of levels in detail. 10th, establish configurable process. So all these 10 principles are useful for modern practice system. So Davis proposed all these 10 principles to build a good project for different clients. So you should remember that nowadays the latest procedure, the latest development methodology is known as modern principles. All 10 principles should be followed by each and every software organization. These 10 principles are very, very important. Okay, and the second slide is also very important. You should follow the difference between conventional and as well as modern process model is given in the first slide. In this slide, for top one is indicating how the waterfall process model applicable, and at the same time iterative process model is going to implemented for major software projects. See the difference between both. One is waterfall model, another one is iterative process model. The iterative process model follows 5 principles. 1, architecture first, iterative life cycle process, component based development, change management environment, round trip engineering. You should remember these 5 phases, like waterfall model. In waterfall model, everybody knows requirements analysis, design, coding, unit test, subsystem integration, and system testing. There are 5. In case of iterative process model, so there are 5 principles are there. 5 you should remember: architecture first, iterative life cycle process, component based development, change management environment, and round trip engineering. Okay, good. So next class we will learn about transitioning into a iterative process model. It is a COCOMA 2.